Thank you for visiting my channel. Before we start, please hit the subscribe, like, and share buttons to receive notification of future presentations. Our topic for discussion is kinds of contract as to point of perfection under the new Civil Code of the Philippines. There are three kinds. The first is the consensual, which is perfected by mere consent of the parties regarding the subject matter and the cause of the contract. The second is real, which is perfected not merely by the consent of the parties but by delivery, actual or constructive, of the object of the obligation. And the third one is formal or solemn, for which a special form is necessary for its perfection. The first type is consensual. Consensual contracts are agreements that are perfected by mere consent, meaning they become valid and binding as soon as the parties agree on the essential terms. No formal delivery of an object or written documentation is required unless specified by law. The key characteristics of consensual contracts are: 1. Perfection by consent. The contract is formed the moment there is a meeting of the minds on the essential terms. 2. No formal requirements. Generally, no specific form is required unless otherwise mandated by law. And 3. Obligatory force. Once agreed upon, the contract binds the parties and can be enforced. Examples are contract of sale, contract of lease, contract of agency, and contract of employment. In a contract of sale, for example, if Aling Maring sells a loaf of bread to little Carla, the contract is perfected as soon as they agree as to the object and as to the price, even if the bread hasn't been delivered or Carla hasn't paid the price. However, there are exceptions to the rule that sale is consensual. At the end of this presentation is an enumeration of sales as a formal contract. The next example of a consensual contract is a contract of lease. In a contract of lease, Maria agrees to rent her house to Carla for 15,000 per month for a year. They agree on the rental terms verbally. The lease is binding even if there is no written contract. Maria must allow Carla to use the house and Carla must pay the rent on time. In a contract of agency, a person known as the agent agrees to act on behalf of another known as principal without needing a written agreement. For example, Luis appoints Carlos as his agent to sell his car. They agree that Carlos will find a buyer and receive 5% commission. The contract is perfected as soon as they agree on the terms. In a contract of employment, an employer and employee's agreement is perfected by mutual consent. For example, ABC Corporation hires John as an IT specialist with a salary of 40,000 per month. They agree on the start date and job description through email. As soon as John accepts the offer, the contract is binding. The employer is obligated to provide work and pay his salary, while John must render the services required. Another consensual contract is a contract of partnership where no real property or real rights are contributed. For example, Carlo and Ben agree to start a food business together, with Carlo providing 500,000 in capital and Ben managing the operations. Once they agree to pool resources and share profits, the contract is binding. Even without written documentation, they are legally considered partners. The second type of contract, as to the point of perfection, is the real contract. Unlike consensual contracts, real contracts are perfected not just by mutual consent of the parties, but also by the delivery of the object. This means that even if the parties agree on the terms, the contract is not valid or binding until the object is physically transferred. The key characteristics of real contracts are: 1. It requires delivery. The contract is only perfected when the object is delivered. 2. Obligatory force upon delivery. The parties' obligations begin only after delivery. And 3. Usually involves loans or deposits. These contracts often involve lending, borrowing, or safekeeping of items. Examples of real contracts are a contract ab pledge, contract ab comodatum, contract ab mutuum, and contract ab deposit. The first type of real contract is a contract ab pledge. For example, Carlo borrows 100,000 from a lender and hands over his Rolex watch as collateral. The contract is perfected when the lender receives the watch. If Carlo fails to pay, the lender can sell the watch to recover the debt. Another type of real contract is the contract ab comodatum or loan for use. For example, Juan lends his motorcycle to Pedro for 1 week free of charge. The contract is perfected only when Pedro receives the motorcycle. Juan remains the owner and can demand its return after a week. The next kind of real contract is the contract ab mutuum or loan for consumption. For example, Noel borrows 50,000 from Mark, promising to repay it after 6 months. The contract is perfected when Mark gives the money to Noel. Noel must return the equivalent amount of money, not the exact bills received after 6 months. Our last example of a real contract is the contract of deposit. For example, Maria leaves her car with a bonded warehouse for safekeeping. The contract is perfected when the warehouse physically receives the car. The warehouse is responsible for its safekeeping and must return it upon demand. The third or last kind of contract as to perfection is the formal or solemn contract for which a special form is necessary for its perfection and validity. Formal contracts require a special form or mode of execution to be valid. This may include notarization, a written format, or compliance with statutory requirements. Examples of formal contracts are enumerated hereunder. The first example of a formal contract is donation of movable worth more than 5,000 pesos. The formal requirements for such a donation are provided for under Article 748 of the new Civil Code. The next example of a formal contract is donation of immovable, the formal requirements of which are provided for under Article 749 of the new Civil Code. The next example of a formal contract is a contract of partnership where real property or real rights are contributed. Also, a formal contract is a contract of partnership where immovable is contributed and written inventory is required. A contract of antichresis is a formal contract. Where the sale of land is through an agent, the authority must be in writing as well as the contract of sale itself. Interest is due only when it is stipulated in writing. For the contract to be valid, a stipulation between the common carrier and the shipper or owner limiting the liability of the former for the loss, destruction, or deterioration of the goods to a degree less than extraordinary diligence must be in writing. Finally, chattel mortgage is a formal contract because it requires recording in the chattel mortgage register. Exceptions to the rule that a contract of sale is consensual. Form is not important for the validity of a sale except in the following instances. 1. The power to sell a piece of land or interest therein must be in writing, otherwise the sale thereof by the agent, even when the sale itself is in writing, would be void. This is based on Article 1874 of the new Civil Code, which says, when a sale of a piece of land or any interest therein is through an agent, the authority of the latter shall be in writing, otherwise the sale shall be void. Number 2, sale of large cattle must be in writing, otherwise the sale would be void. And no sale of large cattle shall be valid unless the sale is registered with the municipal treasurer, who shall issue a certificate of transfer. And number 3, sale of land by non-Muslim Hill tribe cultural minorities all throughout the Philippines is void if not approved by the National Commission on Indigenous Peoples or NCIP, which took over the previous requisite of approval by the provincial governor under Section 145 of Administrative Code of Mindanao and Sulu. This is based on Republic Act 8371. Thank you. If you find this presentation helpful, please subscribe to receive notification of future lectures.